A warm greetings. I, Don Joseph Blaju, is here to share on the topic wage and salary administration, its steps and factors of it. What is wage and salary administration? Administration of employees' compensation is called wage and salary administration. A wage and salary administration is a collection of practice and procedures used to plan and distribute company-wide compensation programs for employees. These practices include employees at all levels and are usually handled by company accounting department. Wage and salary administration is a procedure usually involves activities such as calculating the number of working hours in order to determine compensations, administrating employee benefits, and answering payrolls questions for employees. The main objective of wage and salary administration is to establish and maintain an equitable wage salary system. This is because only a properly developed compensation system enables to an employee to attract, obtain, and retain and motivates people of required caliber and qualification in his or her organization. Now let's look into the significance of wage and salary administration. Wage and salary administration have two different purposes from the point of employer and employee. Employer receives a cost of business effort and attempts to reduce it, but they also realize that it is not possible because of the same reasons, which salary and wages are essential to attract and retain effective workforce. Wage and salaries are required to motivate employees for positive attitudes and better performance. Employees have to provide compensation of service rendered by them to the organization. Employees consider wage as a means for satisfying their needs according to their standards. They also want to be equitable with their similar skills for doing similar works. Now let's look into the purpose of wage and salary administration. What are the main purposes? Let's look into that. To acquire qualified and competent persons, to retain the person employees, to acquire internal and external equity, to ensure desired behavior, to keep a labor and administrative cost in the line with the ability of the organization to pay, to project a good image of the company and comply with the wage legislation, to pay according to the content and difficulties of the job, and in turn with efforts and worth of the employee, to facilitate payroll administration of budgeting and wages and salary control, to simplify collective bargaining procedures and negotiations, to establish job sequence and line of promotion wherever applicable, and to minimize the chance of favoritism while assigning the wage rates. These are the purpose of wage and salary administration. Principles of wage and salary administration. Let's look into some effective wage and salary administration principles. Wage policy should be developed keeping in view of interest of all the concerned parties like employer, employee, the consumer and the society. Wage and salary plans should be sufficiently flexible or responsive to the change in internal or external condition of the organization. Effort should be made to ensure that difference in the pay for jobs are based on variation in job requirements, such as skills, responsibilities, effort, and material and physical requirements. Wage and salary administration plans must always be consistent with overall organization plans and programs. Wage and salary administration plan must be always be conform with social and economic objectives of the country, like achievement of the society, equality in income, distribution, and controlling inflation, etc. These plans and programs should be responsive to the changing local and national conditions. Wage and salary plans should expedite with simplified administration process. Workers should be associated as far as possible in formulation and implication of the wage policy. An accurate database and proper organization setup should be developed for consumption, determination and administration. The general level of wage and salary should be responsible in the line with the prevailing in the labor market. There should be a clearly established procedure for hiring and adjusting wage composition. This may be integrated with the regular grievance procedures if it exists. The workers should receive a graduated minimum wage to protect them against the condition beyond their control. Now let's look into the factors influence wage and salary administration. Wage payment is an important factor that affects the labor management relations. Workers are very much concerned with the rate of wage as their standard of living, that is linked to the amount of remuneration that they get. Managements, however, do not come forward to pay higher wages because the cost of production goes up and the profit decreases to the extent. A number of factors thus influences the remuneration payable to the employees. The factors influencing the wage and salary administration can be categorized into two. The first one is external factor and the second one is internal factor. Now let's look into the external factors that influence wage and salary administration. The first one is demand and supply. The labor market contains or demands a supply force operate at the national and local levels and determines organizational wage structure. When the demand of a particular type of labor is more than the supply is less, then the wage will be more. On the other hand, if supply of a labor is more, demand on other hand is less, the person will be available at lower wage rate also. The second one is cost of living. The wage rate are directly influenced by the cost of living of a place. Workers will be accept a wage which may ensure the minimum standard of living. Third one, trade unions bargaining power. The wage rate are also influenced by the bargaining power of a trade union. Stronger the trade union, higher will be the wage rate. The strength of a trade union will be judging its membership, financial position, and type of leadership. Union's last weapon is strike, which may also be used for getting wage increase. If the workers are disorganized and disunited, then employees will be successful in offering low wages. Fourth one, government legislation. To improve the working condition of a worker, government may pass a legislation for fixing minimum wage of workers. This ensures that they will get a minimum level of living. In underdeveloped countries, bargaining power of labor is weak and employers try to exploit workers by paying them low wages. In India, Minimum Wage Act 1948 was passed to empower government to fix minimum wage of workers. Fifth one, psychological and social factors. Management should take into consideration the psychological need of an employee while fixing the wage rate so that the employee take pride in their work. Sociologically and ethically, the employees want the wage system should be equitable, just, and fair. These factors should also take into consideration while devising a wage program. Sixth one is the economy. Economy also has its impact on wage and salary fixation. A depressed economy will probably increase the labor supply. This, in turn, should lower the going wage rate. Seventh one, technological development. With the rapid growth of industries, there is a shortage of skilled resource. The technological development has been affecting skilled level at fast rates. Thus, the wage rate of skilled employees constantly changes, and an organization has to keep it level up to suit the market needs. Eighth one, prevailing market rates. No enterprise can ignore prevailing to competitive wage rates. The wage rate paid in the industry or the other concern at the same place will be from a base for fixing wage rates. If a concern pays low rate, then the worker leaves the job whenever they get another somewhere else. It will not be possible to retain the good worker for long. Now let us look into the internal factors influencing wage and salary administration. The first one is ability to pay. The ability to pay of an enterprise will be influence wage rate to be paid. If the concern is running into losses, then it may be able to pay higher wage rates. A profitable concern may pay more to attract good workers. During the period of prosperity, workers are paid higher wages because the management wants to share the profit with the labor. Second one, job requirements. Basic wages depends largely on the difficulty level and physical and mental effort required in a particular job. The relative worth of a job can be estimated to job evaluation. Symbol, routine tasks can be done by many people with minimum skills. They receive relatively low pay. On the other hand, complex, challenging tasks can be done by few people with high skill level. Generally receives high pay. Third one, management strategy. The overall strategy which a company pursues should determine to remuneration to its employees, where the strategy of the organization is to achieve rapid growth. Remuneration should be higher than what competitors pay, where the strategy is to be maintained and protect current earnings because of all the declining fortune of the company. Remuneration level needs to be average or even below average. Fourth one, employee. Several employees related factors interact to determine its remuneration. Performance or productivity is always rewarded with pay increase. Rewarding performance motivates the employees to do better in future. Seniority. Unions view seniority as the most objective criteria for pay increase, whereas management prefers performance to affect pay increase. Experience. Experience makes an employee gain valuable insights and is generally rewarded. Potential. Organization does not pay some employees based on their potential. Young managers are paid more because of their potential to perform even if they are short of experience. This is what I want to share with you on the topic wage and salary administration, its steps and factors influencing. I think it's clear to you all. Thank you.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.